This is Reverend Dr. Rita and Patrick. Yeah, that's when we clap. That's when we clap. Welcome
I'm
aboard.
on number 2.
There's some great energy going on here. Can you feel it? Can you feel the energy? Uh-oh.
All right.
She's shaking her mean thing. Let's go.
Let's keep that energy going, and let's take a deep breath together. Yeah, and just go with the vibe of that energy, because that's the creative energy of creative intelligence and love and light that's moving through all of us. So what I know right here and right now today, as I go to that place and center there, I know for each of us that this is a fabulous, beautiful day. It's a peaceful day, and it's a day where we all get to create what we want this to be for us. So I know each of us has something here, a gift, something to listen to, something to hear, something to give back. So I know that this is a perfect unfoldment, a perfect circulation of energy between all of us, individually, collectively, and also goes out into the ethers, into this beautiful energy of the universe, and uplifts people all over the place. I know that because we are here. We are all entangled. We are here. And I just bless it. I let it be so as we affirm together.
And so it is.
Thank you.
Aimee
and Jeremy Brown.
To the heart. When your day starts, take it straight to the heart. Straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. When you start your day, take it straight to the heart. No worry about your money, just receive from the greed. More better spend your time just a planting a seed. So take care of your body and give thanks for your mind. 'Cause when you're coming from the heart, your soul is gonna shine. Take it straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Brother Shiloh Parsi, take it straight to the heart. On past the mind, take it straight to the heart. And if your worries pile high, like the stars up in the sky, giving meaning to your being, what your heart is truly seeing. Take care of your body and give thanks for your mind. 'Cause when your soul from the heart, your soul is gonna shine. Take it straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Take to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. No worry about your money and greed. More better spend your time just a planting the seed. So take care of your body and give thanks for your mind. 'Cause when your soul is gonna shine, your soul is gonna shine. Take it straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Straight to the heart, take it straight to the heart. Hey! Aloha kakahiaka, everybody. Yeah.
Woohoo!
That was a Jeremy Brown original.
Yes. Woo! I love that lyric. When
and-
you come straight from your heart, your soul shines. Wow, it's beautiful.
So
Welcome again. In case you are just coming in, this is the wonderful Reverend Dr. Rita, and I am the fabulous, wonderful Reverend Dr. Patrick. Legend in his own mind, just so you'll know.
I don't know. You're a legend in my mind, too. All right.
Aww.
I mean it.
What do you think of that dress, kids?
All right. So,
Yes.
yay. All right. So let's take a moment to look at our vision statement and remember that we are all one.
Yes.
It's true. Even everyone. Everyone. I'm talking about everyone. So let's read it together.
Awakening humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity.
Consciousness. That's what we're doing here.
Yes.
Yes.
And
So
this month is all about from the heart. But before I say anything about from the heart. Yesterday, I just want you to know this is probably why there's such an infusion of energy in here, because Alex had his movement, and we can't even call it Alex's anymore. It became all of ours yesterday.
Stand up so we can love you.
There you go. And so we had a wonderful day. So I think there's an infusion of people wanting to move for some reason. All right, so this month is from the heart, and we have an affirmation that we like to say together. I think I'm not going to do the 72 times. I'm doing 101 times. We're going to repeat this. This affirmation: I listen to the beat of my heart, and it leads the way. I listen to the beat of my heart, and it leads the way. Let's follow that, shall we?
Yeah. Okay, so I guess, this is where I talk about the science of mind and what that is. New thought, science of mind, unity. It's all one beautiful thing that's called new thought, but it's not really new thought because it's been around for centuries. But in the 1800s, these wonderful people came forward, the transcendentalists and others, and decided that God wasn't outside them. The power wasn't outside them. The power was within them. And so if you're new here and you hear the word God, just remember that we, in our belief system here, in the science of mind, new thought, God is not a man up on a cloud or even a woman up on a cloud. God is each and every one of us. There is an energy, a presence, a divine intelligence, a creative intelligence that moves through everything, from the trees to the animals to the bugs to us, all of us. And so that is what we consider God. And we can't escape it. It's who we are. We can cover it up and maybe forget, but we can never not be that. So the goal is to release it as much as we can from the highest place and live our lives from there no matter what. So thank you for joining us today.
Yes. Yes. And this is the time that I know for an absolute spiritual fact that there is some people that have never been here before. And I'm just getting a psychic hit. I download a lot, just so you'll know. But I also recognize you by your chalet. And I know that you're new, but also I had an experience yesterday that I think is very interesting before we tell everyone what we found out about you. Thank you, Isha, for telling us about your friend. And we're going to announce all of that in a minute. But I had an experience yesterday with a beautiful young light being, and we had this idea that when we meet someone, right, I introduce myself to you, and I say, oh, hi, I'm Patrick, and what is your name? Rita. And we said, wouldn't it be wonderful? And she said, don't worry about forgetting my name. You can just say it again and do it again. And we got into this big thing, and it really, I'm staring at her, but it's, she's here today. But what we realized is that what if we looked at one another like that? If I woke up in the morning, for instance, and I went, oh my God, hi, I'm Patrick.
Hi, Rita. That would be weird, but I can see.
So I promise not to turn this creepy. Okay.
Well, why not?
So what I'm going to do?
Why not? I'll try it.
But what I got from it was that, and I was telling Jeremy this morning too, just that idea that we see each other and we kind of take that for granted. And we were with some friends yesterday, and he's 95, and it doesn't matter about ages, but I just went, we should look at all of us for the first time, just in case it might be the last time in this forum. And it really hit me, so I really want to give honor and praise to you, Danny. I mean, my name is Patrick. Nice to meet you, Danny. Yeah. So I just thought, but really think about that, or I invite you to take that into your day, that the things we take for granted, that we see one another, that we can just really see you for the first time. And it just really wildly changes everything. And so I wanted to share that with you. But let's get back to what we know about you, the good stuff. Because Alex was telling me stuff. Okay, so we know something about you. And it's a pretty long list, so it's just going to take a moment. And we want to share it with you, and we passed it out to everyone else but you. And so we're going to let you know. So if you're here for the first time, just go like this. So, and over here, yes. So what we know about you is this. You are magnificent. Oh, and you are so relieved that that's what we know about you, right? So what we do with that is we remind ourselves the reason we recognize your magnificence and recognize everyone's magnificence is because we first recognize it in ourselves. And when we recognize it in ourselves, we cannot help but recognize the magnificence in others when you see them. So let's anchor that in if you choose. Just so you'll know. Oh, where's that camera? Oh, there it is. You see that camera right here? That's where everybody lives that's watching us. It's usually back there, but today, if we use that camera, that's our main camera. There you go, the speakers and everyone else. Right, so let's anchor this in, and I am magnificent. And we are all intertwined, and we are entangled, and we are never separate, even if you want to be. We are not separate. So we are magnificent. And Quanta would like to be here for this one, too. I'm getting a psychic hit that there's somebody in that little camera there that wants us to recognize them as they're comfortable at home, drinking coffee, doing whatever you're doing right now, just to let you know we can see you because we have reversible cameras now. I'm kidding. Let's let them know who they are, shall we? You are magnificent. And we're going to do something not different, Candy Bar. We're still going to give each other magnificence. But before you do that, I want you to turn to whoever is next to you, even if it's somebody you've been with for 40 years, 50 years, and I want you to introduce yourself to them for the very first time. Hi, I'm Patrick.
What are you doing right now?
I haven't... Wow, you guys act like you've known each other forever. That is wonderful. Quanta, my name is Patrick. All right, so let's pull it all right back here. You guys they have school energy today. They have that remember when it rained outside and they had to stay inside? You've got that energy today. All right.
All right.
Wow, that was a good exercise. Boy, you guys.
Let's go back over here now.
As our mentor would say, back to me.
All right, so next on the agenda here, there's a beautiful time of meditation and music, and I'm handing it over to Patrick right now, and Aimee and Jeremy Brown. So thank you.
Ooh, yes. How you two doing?
Good.
Doing well.
Yeah, good. My name is Patrick.
I'm Jeremy.
Oh, my name is
Aimee.
Oh, nice to meet you, Aimee. You guys, we have really, you guys are going, what the hell is happening in this place today? What is going on? So this is a time that I like to call, this is the first time, usually it's practitioner doing it, but I know that right here and right now that we're taking time to just pause again, but not so much in a meditative, but more an infusion of I'm getting God bumps, so I love it. I got it earlier with them. We're infusing this beautiful, beautiful music into myself who's speaking to you, but then you're there infused as one. So we are now nowhere. Just close your eyes for just a moment. And just realize that it is not us individually sitting here. We are infused with the music. We are infused with one another. We are infused with life. And we are infused with this entire world, the cosmos, and way beyond, to the point that we are just formless in this wonderful, wonderful moment called now. So just feel that, if you choose.
So shine, shine like a diamond, and project the light of one. From the source we are sent through the center, as the moon reflects the sun. Arise and awake from your slumber, kindled ancient flames, is witness to change, and the essence remains the same. All fades away, all lies within.
That they were talking about right there, that essence of everything, seen and unseen, everything. That essence that I like and choose to call love. That essence of love that moves everything forward, always creating, and I recognize that power in myself, and knowing that I am not alone. I am not alone. That essence is moving through each and every one of us in every moment. No more thoughts of separateness. No more. Today's the day of absolute infusion. As one, we are never alone. We are never alone. We have never been abandoned, no matter what has occurred in our lives. We have not been abandoned. We are sitting and standing here right now as one. We can count on it. So anytime in life that something appears that looks like it's in discord, we can smile. We can react, we can respond, but we can put our hands on our heart and pause in the sacredness of saying, I am not alone. I am one with everything seen and unseen. And the power of one is who and what I have been, who I will always be, and that can never be taken away. It is eternal. It is eternal. And with that, I just breathe. Continue to breathe in this thing called nature, this thing called the wonderful music that is now behind me, but also encompassing each and every one of us. There is no desire that has been left unmet. There is only one place, one time in the quantum field, and that is right here, right now, where all pure potentiality is. And my heart does speak, and I shine, and as I shine, all of us shine. And then we shine our lights even more on a world that is no longer darkness. It is absolute light. We are the very light we have been waiting for. Ooh, can I hear ooh? And so what I know is that we have come together on purpose today. We have come together to infuse it all and to be it all and to embody it all with open arms, with the flight of love we are now taking. And I just say yes to a law that always says yes, never says no. All it says is, what is it that you require? Yes, it is yours, it is ours. And I just release that. Get out of the way of the words. Get out of the way of the words and allow the very essence to shine forth as one. We are the healers that we have been waiting for. And so it is.
So it is. Pure, pure like the water. Let it run forevermore. To be clean, clean as the waves come crashing to the shore. It leaves me smooth, smooth as a pebble, polished in the depths of love and carried by the winds of grace on the wings of a dove. All fades away. All lies within, and all finds a way.
And so it is.
So it is.
Namaste.
Stay up here.
Mahalo, mahalo, Jeremy and Aimee. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
We're all infused, my friends.
So we have another special treat today. We have a guest speaker. And before I get into who he is, I want to invite Dawson Church and Christine both up here. So come on up so we can honor you, and then I'll...
There, let me have Christine. Christine's going to be doing the interpretive dance to his talk. Do you adore me?
So what I want to say is, Dawson and Christine, come here. I didn't get to hug you.
It's like a love fest going on here today, just so you'll know.
Dawson and Christine come here every year, and they're always giving of themselves when they're here. They're just a beautiful couple, and Dawson always, gives his workshop here that he's doing next week. It's always a gift to our center, and they've just become our friends. So we just love them so much, and thank you. Thank you. And now, as far as Dawson is concerned, so you know who he is, because maybe some people don't, he is a best-selling science writer and the author of many award-winning books. Some of them are The Genie in Your Genes, which broke new ground by showing that gene expression is influenced by emotions. Mind to Matter, based on hundreds of studies showing that our brains play a key role in constructing the reality around us. And then his book, Bliss Brain, where he demonstrates that as we cultivate peak states in our brains rapidly rewire themselves for happiness. And Spiritual Intelligence, that's a new
Yes.
book, right? Yeah, and it maps the neuroscience of awakened states of consciousness. And the other thing you might not know about him is he's the founder of the Veteran Stress Solution, which has offered free PTSD treatment for over 22,000 veterans.
Yes.
And his mission is to inspire personal transformation through his presentations, podcasts, books, and blog posts. So you are in for a treat today. And you're also into beautiful consciousness and artistic, creative talent of Christine. So thank you for being here. Now we'll all leave and leave Dawson here by himself.
It's all yours,
Do you
Josh.
have to go? It's the way we feel when we leave Kauai every year. It's just such a joy to be here, and whenever we land, we usually go, first of all, to Kukui Heiau, and just pay our respects to the ancestors, to the land. We have a little ceremony we do to the four directions, above and below. We do that first thing before we do anything else. We orient ourselves to the sacred land. And it's just such a privilege to be here and be with you. This center is a crucible of consciousness on the island. You are so, so lucky to have these two amazingly inspiring beings to help stimulate your awareness, your consciousness, your spiritual growth every single week. So make the most possible use of this gift of CSL Kauai. Invite others to join you each week. It's a remarkable place in consciousness. And what you do when you show up here is you are saying, I am committed to living my highest potential. I'm committed to raising my consciousness to the highest possible vibration. I'm showing up here, I'm practicing. And that declaration by itself is powerful. So thank you for being here, as well as the people who are making it possible for us to have this experience. I also tuned in this week to what I could share with you that would make the most possible impact on your life. And as a scientist, I've been involved in over 100 clinical trials. We've looked at what helps people recover from the burden of stress. Right now, we're working in Ukraine with a team of 100 psychologists and about 1,000 psychology students there, getting some of these techniques to the people who... One guy, he didn't show up for a meeting with me on Zoom, and I asked him why, and he said, because the house next door to me was bombed, and the little child who lives there was injured during the attack. So these people in Ukraine are suffering. There are people in Palestine, there are people all over the world. There are people who are suffering, and we suffer. And for millennia, spiritual teachers and leaders and philosophers and religions have tried to answer this question of suffering. So I figured that rather than pick a light and easy topic, I dive in at the deep end without a safety net or notes and talk about suffering. Why do we suffer? Why do we suffer? Why is there such suffering as well as such joy? We know we are those radiant beings, and I love the description you gave about God and the science of mind. That was a wonderful explanation of that Reverend Rita gave you initially, of consciousness expressing through nature, through the universe, and through us. There's a term called the perennial philosophy. Aldous Huxley, a great English philosopher, coined that in the 1920s, the perennial philosophy underlying all religions, and that's it. The perennial philosophy has only 3 ideas to it. One is that we live in a world of change. The world changes, our bodies change, nature has seasons, nature changes, people's bodies age and eventually die. The whole planet changes, planets are born, planets die. We see these amazing images from space telescopes showing us huge cosmic events of birth and death, and so we see all this change going on all over the cosmos. And the first idea of the perennial philosophy is that underneath all of this change, there's something changeless. There's something changeless. There's the eternal underneath the changing world. And the final plank of the perennial philosophy is something eternal. Part of that eternality is inside each of us, and our job, the third idea of the perennial philosophy, is that our job on earth, the purpose of our lives, why we dropped down the incarnational chute and wound up in a body and got born and have arms and legs and wander around the world, is our purpose in life is to realize that, we are connected with a part of that eternal, unchanging consciousness that is the universe. So that is true of us. This is the Institute of Magnificence. We are this magnificent, vibrant being, and we suffer on a human level, down at the level of mind and body and heart and material reality. We have suffering. Some of us have enormous suffering. The people in Ukraine have enormous suffering right now. The people of Sudan have enormous suffering right now. The people of Gaza have enormous suffering right now. And if you don't think the Israelis are suffering, I can tell you stories about some of the young Israeli soldiers who've been required to fight and kill people in Gaza. And there are so many traumatized Israelis now. We're now having developed plans to work with them as well as those in Gaza. So there's all the suffering in the world, both communal and also personal. And think about the suffering in your life. We suffer maybe in our bodies. When we get sick, we suffer. When we have a chronic condition, we suffer. What suffering physically have you experienced? Some of us suffer financially, materially. We struggle to make ends meet. People, I remember one friend I had who was a hedge fund manager, one of the most successful hedge fund managers in the US, is worth over $100 million. And he suffers because of money. He worries he's going to lose his $100 million. I'm not kidding. I won't name his name, but he's a real guy. A hedge fund manager with $100,000 net worth is suffering because of money. So we suffer because of money, because of our bodies, because of sickness, because of illness, because of old age, because of death, because of deprivation of various kinds. We lose things. We lose people we love. There was somebody you were crazy about, and now they aren't there anymore, or they aren't there for you anymore. So we suffer in all these ways. We suffer in our relationships, in our minds, in our bodies. And the people who suffer, we often reflect on our suffering and have a very difficult time freeing our minds from it. So when you are worried about something, when you're concerned about something, when you've had a traumatic event especially, your mind tends to return there over and over and over again. And it's very difficult to pull your thinking away from that thing about which you're upset and through which you're suffering. It's really hard to separate ourselves from our suffering. You can't think about anything else. When you're in pain, you can't easily think about things other than the pain. The pain keeps sucking you in. If it's physical pain, if it's emotional pain, it may keep sucking you in. And that's the phenomenon that we see in people who've been through these wars, been through these big global events, been through terrible personal crises, a car crash, a divorce, an accident, losing a job, losing a house, losing a child. We see this cycle of suffering. And in psychology, if you are depressed, the chances are you'll get better. You'll recover naturally from depression. It takes about 8 months. According to the World Health Organization, you have a terrible event, you get depressed about it. About 8 months later, you tend to get better. Anxiety, if you're treated, tends to get better. But PTSD tends to get worse over time. People spiral down in this cycle of thinking about negative events, produce cortisol in their bodies, they get sick, they start to sink under the weight of their suffering, and they can't break that traumatic loop. They're thinking about the trauma over and over and over and over again, and they can't break that loop and free themselves of their suffering. And it takes a terrible toll on their bodies. They die a lot earlier, around 20 years earlier. They die a lot earlier, people with PTSD that can't break that suffering loop. It spreads to people around them. In one of my studies, we worked with Vietnam veterans, and we found that a quarter of their spouses had PTSD, acquired PTSD, transferred PTSD. Living with a veteran who is traumatized had produced traumatization of the spouse. So there is this difficulty, this challenge in breaking that repetitive negative feedback loop. We call it rumination in psychology. I read a lot of research. This last week, a study came out that really struck me, it's shocking actually. Talked about rumination, when you can't free your mind from thinking about your distress. And the study showed that rumination, the inability to break that loop, primes your brain for more distress. You're more likely to notice distress because the circuits in your brain to do with perceiving distress are firing and wiring and getting bigger, and so you suffer more. The study showed that you're actually priming your brain for more distress when you can't break that suffering loop. So what I'll be doing today is I'm going to give you one technique that is able to interrupt that suffering loop. We'll get this, we'll practice it. I'm going to have you write this down, write it into your phone, write it on a piece of paper, and if you do this, it's one of those things that can interrupt it. Now, please be at next Saturday's workshop, because I'm going to give you a whole bunch of really practical tools there, which I can't do in 20 minutes today, but when we have 6 hours together, I'm going to show you how to tap, do clinical EFT tapping, how to do EFT tapping effectively to get the most out of it. That's the technique we use with the Ukrainians, with the Palestinians, with other people who are suffering. I'm also going to show you the technique called eco-meditation, an evidence-based 5-step meditation which in 5 minutes will bring you into a deep meditative state. And research with MRIs shows that if you do what we'll do together next week, if you'll do that for 20 minutes a day for a month, when we put people back into an MRI, we can detect measurable differences in their brains in 30 days. In 30 days, your brain starts to remodel itself if you do eco-meditation. So you want to do these techniques that we'll practice together next week. But this week I'm going to give you one simple technique that you can use right away to interrupt that loop and interrupt that pattern of suffering. Again, if you don't, those neurons are firing. And when they're firing, they're wiring. In my book, Spiritual Intelligence, we'll have some copies here at the bookstore next weekend. In Spiritual Intelligence, I have a diagram of neurons firing. And this is an actual high magnification diagram of actual neurons. And you see them moving and shaking as they fire together. So they're communicating, they're firing together, their dendrites, their synapses are connecting, and they move as they do that. And then eventually you see them touch, and then eventually connect. That's how firing becomes wiring. And how long did it take in that scanning electron microscope image of neurons firing and wiring? How long did it take for them to go from firing to wiring? 12 seconds. 12 seconds. In 12 seconds, you are building a new neural circuit. So for God's sake, build ones of love, and build ones of connection, and build ones of awe, and build ones of gratitude, and build ones of optimism, unreasonable optimism. Unreasonable optimism. So build those neural circuits, and then the ones of shame, blame, overwhelm, guilt, irritability, resentment, anger, all of those ones, how do we stop the firing of those ones? It's really hard to do that. Now, it is possible. In fact, it's normal to be able to interrupt that process. One of the unspoken, underreported phenomena in trauma is that 2/3 of people who go through a traumatic event, the divorce, the car crash, your mortgage being underwater, the financial disaster, you're losing your job, losing a spouse, all the difficulties, all the suffering of life, 2/3 of people who go through traumas actually experience not PTSD, but post-traumatic growth. They reflect on their misfortune. They may suffer for a while. It doesn't feel good to have these things happen, but they make meaning out of their suffering. They make meaning out of their suffering. that person they love dies, and they make meaning out of that. They lose things they loved. They make meaning out of that. Old people, it was maybe hard for you young people here to realize, believe this, but old people actually are happier than younger people for the most part. People get happier as they age. They tend to get happier. They just tend to accept things more and be more relaxed about stuff. So they aren't bumping up against life so much. So post-traumatic growth is the rule. For 2/3 of people who have a trauma, they experienced post-traumatic growth. They have that terrible disease, they have that terrible tragedy in their lives, and they grow as a result. You want to be one of those people. Only 1/3 of people spiral down into that loop, doom loop of PTSD. So how can you be one of those people? I looked for a couple of examples of inspiring people who did that, and I picked two, and I will look at some notes here because some of the stuff was a little surprise to me. One was Helen Keller. Helen Keller, when she was a really lively little girl, and then when she was 19 months old, she developed a high fever, got a disease, it was probably meningitis or scarlet fever, and she became unable to see and unable to hear. And later on, she said it was like being trapped in a box, a dark box, and unable to connect with anybody around her. 19 months old. She became so frustrated. People tried to touch her, and she would scream and lash out at them. She was uncontrollably angry as a toddler. And then Thomas Edison examined her, referred a teacher to her, and when she was 7 years old, that teacher, Anne Sullivan, arrived at the family's home in Alabama and began to try and relate to this terrified, angry, violent child. And she tried to teach Helen letters. She did it by taking Helen's hand and tracing like an A and a B or an S on her hands. And Helen realized this was important and began to try and learn these symbols. But Helen had no way to connect these symbols with anything in the real world. She didn't know what these meant. They were just squiggles that she learned fairly quickly. And one day, Anne Sullivan had this brilliant idea. She took her outside the house to the water pump outside, manual water pump, pumped water over Helen Keller's hand while tracing water, the letters for water on her hand. And Helen Keller suddenly realized what those symbols meant. And this unlocked her whole world. She began to learn language. She began to read voraciously through Braille books. She eventually went to school, went to college, graduated with a BA, and went on to change the world. She worked for women's rights tirelessly. She worked to get women the vote. She campaigned for minority rights. She campaigned for the rights of the disabled. Eventually, she lived a long and fruitful life. She traveled all over the world speaking. And Mark Twain said that she was the most inspiring woman of the era. After she wrote 14 books, hundreds of newspaper articles, Franklin Roosevelt called her inspiration to all those who value courage and fortitude. So even in the midst of suffering, we can learn to shift those loops and change how we are. When we are beginning the process, we find helpers come to us, and we find that we have the inspiration and the external support very often to break those loops. So think about the loops you're in and how you can interrupt them. And I'm going to end with one practice. One of the many we'll do next Saturday, but we'll do one little practice now, which is really good at interrupting those loops. And it's super, super simple. It is to reflect on the name, just the name, of an archetypal figure who inspires you. So think about some being who really inspires you. Who is that really inspires you? Who is it in history? And again, I want you to pick an archetype. Pick somebody that is representative of the whole stream of human consciousness. Don't pick somebody you know. Pick an archetype. So when I say an archetype, I mean, Mother Mary or Kuan Yin or Jesus or Buddha. So you pick an archetype. And what you do is when you find yourself in those doom loops, your mind is just spinning endlessly. You can't break the cycle. What do? You simply chant the name of that being. You give yourself something else to do. You give your brain some other activity to do other than stay stuck in the doom loop, firing and wiring around that negative pattern. You give it something else to fire around and wire around. So who is that for you? Who is the name of the archetypal being you can chant, you can focus on, and all you focus on is the name. So if it's Mother Mary, you would just chant Mother Mary, Mother Mary, Mother Mary, over and over and over again. Whenever you get into that doom loop, whenever you're in that fixed, catastrophic cycle of thought, who's that person for you? And write that person's name down. It's okay to use your phone. It's okay to use a piece of paper. Just write that person's name down. Who is the person who, just thinking about that person's name is enough to inspire you? And then you're giving your mind something else to do. So rather than it fixating on the bad stuff, rather than fixating on that problem, you're giving it a little job to do. Just chant. Just say that word. A lot of saints, a lot of mystics have advocated for this practice, both in the Eastern and the Western traditions. So the great Bengali saint Anandamayi Ma someone asked her, Ma, how do you stop yourself thinking negative thoughts? And she said, I just chant the name of God, and there's no room for anything else in my mind. Fill your mind with that, and squeezes everything else out, Think of Jesus, think of Mother Mary, think of Kuan Yin, think of Buddha, think of your favorite saint. So who is that for you? And then to practice your homework between now and forever, for the rest of your life, your homework is to do that whenever you're in a doom loop. So whenever you are in that cycle of repetitive negative thinking, with your brain firing and wiring around those negative thoughts, you replace the negative thought by giving your brain something else to do, a little job, a little task, thinking of that being. And one other little way of reinforcing it now, in just 30 seconds, turn to the person next to you and mention the name. Who is it you picked as your inspirer? I'm afraid we'll have to call it time at that. Thank you so much. Take that practice with you. There are so many practices that you can use, practical things you can do. You can meditate, you can tap. There are dozens of other breathing and consciousness exercises you can do, but that one little thing can interrupt that rumination and put you on the path to post-traumatic growth. So you deserve to have that wonderful consciousness of life, of joy, flow through you. You were meant to be that dancing, fabulous being. That's what you came here on earth to do. That third plank of the perennial philosophy. You were meant to be this exuberant being just dancing through your life, as Patrick said was happening here on Saturday, with people just expressing that through their bodies. That's why you came to be here. Don't accept anything less. Don't accept anything less than the full expression of your potential. And again, as I began by saying, make use of this wonderful community of angels. Thank you.
I heard you guys had a beautiful connective time yesterday. Was that yesterday? Wow. Love it. Aimee, can you tell them about the song while I tune up?
Sure. Well, this song is True Colors, but it also is done in Hawaiian. So this rendition of True Colors you can find on the album called Hawaiian Lullaby. It's one of my favorite albums. There are several Hawaiian artists that have taken popular songs and then done a verse or two in Hawaiian. So this one, Anuhea, this is her version of True Colors. Hope you enjoy. You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside can make you feel so small. Your true colors, hey nani, hey nani. Ooh, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you're taking all you can bear, just call me up and I will always be there. And I see your true color shining through. Ko ano ku'i o ku'a e ke aloha e ahia. Oh, Ilimai, your true colors, hey like a rainbow. Like a rainbow.
That was beautiful. We were just saying what a perfect song for the ending of your talk. So, yeah. How's everyone doing? Yeah? Yeah. Some special frequency going on in here. I like it.
Today when I was standing in the three-circle circle, I just felt this overwhelming gratitude for the people that just show up here and are committed to the stewardship that they've been given, and to all the people that show up here every week and want this center to be here and show it in all kinds of ways. And one of those ways is through, obviously, through abundance and through giving. So thank you for what you give today. Know that no matter what it is, how much it is, it's important.
That's important to remember.
So thank you for your
Blessed am I, spirit am I am the infinite within my soul. I have no beginning and I have no end. All this I am. Sing it with us. Blessed am I, spirit am I am the infinite within my soul. I have no beginning and I have no end. All this I am. A little louder now. Blessed am I, spirit am I am the infinite within my soul. I have no beginning and I have no end. All this I am. Just the voices. Blessed am I, spirit am I am the infinite within my soul. I have no beginning and I have no end. All this I am. Blessed am I, oh spirit am I am the infinite within my soul. I have no beginning and I have no end. All this I am.
Yeah.
give gratitude for everything that we have, everything that we give, everything that we receive, and just know that this beautiful basket of light and love goes forth to just heal and prosper, not just us as a center, but the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
And while Yana is walking out of here, she allows us to have some of her artwork here every Sunday. And so this beautiful piece, she's going to change it every month so we get to see something new. So it's on sale. I just wanted to give her a little plug, but she's taking it to her art show next Saturday. So it might not be here, but if you wanted to, you know, go to the bookstore and get it, I'm sure she would be okay with that. Okay, so anyway, I just want to thank you again for allowing your beautiful lights to come up here. We used to have a candle, and now we have your work.
So we have a few things to talk about. First of all, you need to know that our beautiful Kiana back there, there she is.
There she is.
Provided refreshments today for us, and lovingly made by her, and with the assistance in the kitchen with Leslie and
Suzanne.
Reverend Suzanne, and whoever else is back there. That's the one that anyway, so that's happening after this. But just remember, this is really important, that we're going to stay until Jeremy and Aimee are done with their song, and all dance together we do. And I'm going to
so what she's saying in a nutshell, don't even go near the table until we say so. No, I just kidding. It does. It does.
Sometimes they're not quite ready, and we just want to make it relaxed for everybody.
So a couple of.
Also are respecting Jeremy for singing.
Okay, so this is birthday Sunday, and so I just, out of curiosity, who had a birthday in the month of, what month is this? February. Mary?
Jeremy.
Ah, another birthday boy. So anyway, we're going to sing it.
Jeremy had his 50th
Jeremy,
last Saturday.
You know,
5-0.
he had his 50th birthday. Also, I'm sorry I did not have eyes in the back of my head like my mother. Okay, so I wanted to tell you, his birthday, and you're not going to be surprised at this, is on Valentine's, is it not? Mm-hmm. Our love child.
Every year. Every year.
There's a song about that, but I won't be singing that for you. So happy birthday to all of you, and we'll sing out there. There's a bookstore happening thing, $1 per book, and they are going. And there's some great books back there too. They're not just something that people are just you know what I'm saying. So they're back there, and our wonderful Deb Valentina, who's now our bookstore. Goddess, that's what we'll call her. And she is back there, and she will help you. And then there's other really brilliant authors' books back there. Rita Patrick and Dawson's, that's right. Our food drive continues, which is wonderful. We do it 365 days a year. And you come and just drop your stuff off. We take care of that, and it's been really wonderful. We do, thank you. They're online. Okay.
And then yoga flow.
Cheers, Jeanette. Stand for a second, just so we can see your beautiful self. There she is.
Tuesday mornings at 9 o'clock, she teaches a yoga class. It's very well attended. It's growing.
Yes, it is.
She decided to do a chair yoga for those of us that maybe don't want to get down on the floor. And anyway, it's very powerful. So.
And our center cat, Quanta, is her assistant. And I enjoy that. Then this Tuesday, we have you all in the house today. Isha, there she is. We had the most wonderful sound healing last month, so we're going to be doing it again. And just because we love you, if you register in advance for her class on Tuesday, you save $5. So that, the door, it's, yeah.
That is on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Right. This Friday, why don't we just sleep here? And I think that's okay. Spiritual Cinema Friday is Wicked for Good 2, but you can really see 2 even if you didn't see 1. But they're wonderful. And it starts at 5. I repeat, it starts at 5 because it's a little bit longer. I thought it was actually much longer, but it's not.
Someone to help us with popcorn.
That's right. Popcorn.
For someone to mix spiritual over the popcorn.
Right. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. I'll just look while you talk. What?
We're live here. Okay.
What is that? We love each other. Yes. Yes. Register. Or we'll have something set up at her.
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. Thank you. You'll be a live stream link, and you will see it live.
Everyone registered will get it in case something happens and you're not here. You'll still get it. So you can bring a lunch or not. But I wanted to tell you, Dawson, while you were not in the meditation this morning, you might recognize this quote. Think deliberately. Use this remarkable gift of consciousness to direct your thoughts rather than being pushed around by reality. And that is him. I said, I'm doing the meditation. I got to go. What quote? Why don't we quote Dawson? He's all over the place. There really was. He was doing it. He was looking kind of like, well, what? Oh, pushed around by reality. Now I remember.
Never let reality push you around.
I love it. And then I've got some really good news. So that's next. Register in the bookstore, or Angela will be out there too. Our Day of Caring is on March 6th, and what we do there is we come here and we clean our house. And that's at 11:30 a.m. But I also have a wondrous surprise. Yesterday was so popular that everybody was going, more, 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 more. And they did it just like that too. They did, the inner child, more, more, we want more Alex, we want more Alex. Well, guess what? After everybody slipping me a $10 bill, we got Alex. I'm going to tell you. So next month, we're going to do that on March 21st, 10 o'clock, right here. Sign up. We put it in the back there. Sign up, and we will see you on March 21st.
And on March
21st, what? Oh, yeah.
It's the first Wednesday in March. Okay. So I had probably 50 years experience in theater and performing and all that stuff. I'm not old. And I know how dramatic play, play, improv, that kind of stuff can really assist us, help us to listen deeper, help us to just meet challenges in our life from a higher place, and just to plain have fun and relax. So I am going to back my popular demand. I am going to teach another improv class.
Yay.
It's going to start that first Wednesday in March at 6 to 7:30. If you sign up for all 4 weeks, you get a discount if you come to the doors a little higher. But I kind of want to know how many people are in that. So it's called Improv for the Soul. And I'm really excited about doing this again. So
Yeah.
thank you. I hope you'll join someone.
Right, and so yeah, definitely. I mean, they've been talking about it, bringing it back, and we are. The 4th, yeah. So on the 7th, we've been talking about Mary McDermott, who's our wonderful, wonderful member of this center, who made her transition back in, I think it was December or something around that time. So finally, it's wonderful. We're going to have her celebration of life. And if you don't remember, some of the people here said, I don't remember Mary exactly, but she did. She, towards the end, she started coming in her wheelchair, and a lot of people really supported her, and I worked with her for years, and she was just, and well, she still is, the most wonderful being, light being. So we're going to celebrate it, and her family's flying in from all different places. And in the meantime, what has happened too is her son Sean is going to come, and he's going to sing for us the Impossible Dream for that, for his mother's. And he's also, since that time, lost his father, and Mary's mother also passed away, his grandmother. So I think we should give him a lot of love. And it's potluck, and so we're going to have that, and then she's used to having right. And one little request that I have is they probably want to order flowers or whatever, but I said we do live on the Garden Island, hint, hint, that we probably can gather enough flowers that we can have that up here so that they don't have to go purchase, and it wouldn't make sense. But we still need somebody to come and tell one of us if you do have flowers in your garden and you want to do a little bouquet or something for her thing, it would be beautiful. And so flowers, I reminded them that, and then...
So on March 1st, we're going to start another Facebook Live meditation. I'm going to do at 6 o'clock in the morning, but it is recorded.
And I just ended my self-love one for 21 days, and I want to thank all of those that attended. And the thing is, it's recorded, so the reason we know that is because by the end of the day, there's a couple hundred people that have checked in, and what's he doing, and but there's people here that have too, so thank you. And then that is the last, I want to make sure, oh yeah, one last thing. Who made the coffee? Well, let me talk about coffee. I don't know about if you guys have bought coffee lately, but the prices are skyrocketing. Skyrocketing. So why am I bringing this up to you? Because we need a few donations out there in the little bag. When that's what we need. We need it, and so don't be afraid of the sign we put out there that said, "Do you want coffee, tea to stay alive?" Yeah, that was a little marketing tool. What you think? So just to let you know, a can that we used to start out here at $10 of coffee is now $26 at a thing. So let's just contribute to that. And I think we've just scolded enough in a day of love like this. No, but that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. Yana, you are wonderful. We have our brother Sage also jumped in, and Marilyn Summer. She was over there. Oh, she's over there. She does a lot of fun things here. She's got a book in the bookstore. And our beautiful Kiana Ronstover, Leslie David, and our practitioner of the day, Patrick. Yeah, that was me. I filled in. Marion, Head, and Deb are counting the wonderful, wonderful collection. And Charles is back there. And Orion. What? Well, I got him to Orion. You know I always bring you, man. Orion, Charles is back there making sure that, I'm still talking to the camera there. Hi. But talking to the camera, we're going to get that all fixed up. And next to him is the one and only Jonathan Lee, who also worked sound yesterday, working sound for Mr. Dawson over here. And there you go. And I have eyes in the back of my head because we want to thank someone else too, don't we? These beautiful love children. Yes.
Thank you.
Are
Let's
you
give
ready?
it up for the Reverend Doctors Patrick and Rita on this beautiful Sunday, you guys. Mahalo for the inspiration.
Yeah.
We love
and
you.
And remember, don't go near that table until they're done.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Put your hands together. Come on. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Hey! There we go. And for the people that came in a little bit later and with the delay around there, we want to let you know something. You are magnificent.
It is love. 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 Love, love, love. So many people, they sing about it. That little feeling called love. But it isn't many. Oh no, whoever truly described the feeling. It's like a rainbow in your heart.
A rainbow in your heart.
Exploding, radiating.
Exploding, radiating.
It's like a rainbow in your heart.
A rainbow in your heart.
Exploding, radiating.
Exploding, radiating. Yeah, yeah.
That's why love.
Love.
I say love is my favorite feeling.
Feeling.
That's why love.
Love.
I say love is my favorite feeling.
Feeling.
Well, I said it's love
Ooh.
that really gets me high. And your love, it glows and it burns
like the brightest fire.
it glows too. So let it take control of you and me and you, baby,
Over me and you, babe.
So many people, they sing about it, the little feeling called love, but it isn't many. Oh no, whoever truly mastered the feelings, love will drag you on the rocks,
Drag you on the rocks,
but it will pick you back up again.
pick you back up again.
Love will drag you on the rocks, yeah,
Drag you on the rocks,
but it will pick you back up again.
pick you back up again, yeah, yeah.
I said love is the grace when we move into the baseline. Love is the place when I see your face shine. By the shore is what I have in store.
Love.
By the water, I'll cool your body hotter now. Love by the fire, we take a love in higher.
Love,
This your love we go inspire now. Love is my favorite. 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 Love is my favorite.
feeling love, feeling love.
Have a beautiful loving day, everybody. CSL Kaua'i. Here we go.
It is love, it is love. It is love, it is love. It is love, it is love. It is love, it is love, 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 love.
Love you guys.
13 years ago. I got